Am I in focus?
Yeah.
CBD, is that what that is?
This one, Carlos. Puerto Rico.
Oh, God. I'm out of breath.
See that? He went, oh, one of
You'd
those.
think I'd be getting some, what?
He said, where you from, Carlos? I said, Puerto Rico. He went, oh.
Yeah. I told you Mexicans and Puerto Ricans
No,
don't like
because
each
when I
other.
went to Puerto Rico, I started talking to everyone in Spanish, and right away, Mexican. That's
I mean, island Ricans have a very different Spanish.
Okay,
it is.
You know, like,
But I mean, I tried to be like, because I tried to talk to them in Spanish to let them know
that you speak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like Mexican, and even the kids were like, "Mom, Mexican." Like, what was that mean?
I will write a letter to
doing?
all my
I
cousins.
just need to move it closer to you. You were sounding a little hollow. There you go.
So where do you need
That's
my
pretty
microphone?
damn good right
feel
there.
like
You
Freddy.
sound great. Yeah, you
Better
sound
be
great.
careful. I feel like Freddy could take
I'm
you.
the only, no. He took me we'll talk about that. The first time he ever met me,
Oh my god!
he dominated me. I felt a little molested, to be honest.
This is going to be an adult podcast, warning you all now for children,
So-
women, and sensitive ears.
It's been 6 years or 5 years since it's taken me to get you on the podcast.
We're recording now.
We're recording now. Are we recording
I'll
now?
go right in.
Oh.
It's been like 5 years since I've had Freddy Camacho on the podcast. We've done how many podcasts?
We done 3, I think. This
3.
might be 3 or 4. Might
Yeah.
be this. I can't remember.
God, I've been begging him to get him
But
back
I
on the
was
show.
the-
He's so busy.
What was it? That second or third person when you started this?
Yeah. Yeah, you were an early.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an early volunteer. He let me experiment. We figured this thing out together.
is,
But we had some great podcasts. It was all about life and love and relationships. And we were just,
The
figuring
Bible.
stuff
We
out.
talked about the Bible.
We talked about the
Yeah.
Bible.
Awesome.
Well, the Bible's been coming up a lot lately.
Wow.
Oh, has it?
Yes. Freddie, you've been an influence in my life for years, and you probably didn't even realize the example you were setting for me.
I didn't know that. Well, isn't that what we're supposed to be? I mean,
Yeah.
technically, I mean, since Easter was last week, I mean, one of the things Pastor Allen talked about was that you should live your life as an example to others. I
Be a
mean,
light in other people's lives.
well, besides being a light, but without me asking you, hey, do you believe in God? They should be able to go, I think, he
Yeah.
believes in God. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We
Freddie,
should be an example. So,
and Freddie still has fun. He's still a normal guy. We still have fun together. I would say we've partied together. And you still, it's not like, because it was confusing for me in the beginning. I thought, well, the way I was raised, you can't do both. And you've always set a very good example for the way you live your life. Even when we had fun with alcohol, how many adventures have we been
Yeah.
on? Quite a few. And we've flipped my Jeep on the side. He wasn't in there. We blew a tire out. We've done so much damage to my Jeep, but we've had great time, and it was just fellowship. I guess would be the best way to describe it.
Yes, it's all about the fellowship. But the other thing is, I personally, I was being told, will you invite Jesus where you are?
Yeah, I would.
That's
a good way to look at it.
really thing that you got to, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, will you invite him and hang out like I'm hanging out next to him?
Yeah.
Will I hang like right now? Well, we'll have him sit right here between this couch and say, hey,
Wow.
can you get on this podcast?
I'd be a
That's
little
the
nervous.
way I grew up. Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Nervous.
I've never heard that
Well,
analogy. I would definitely be nervous, but I would definitely welcome him because when we do get together, it's all about love and it's bonding and it's men coming together and talking about their experiences, and it's I wouldn't say a religious experience, but it's definitely a bond that I can't describe any other way. Just the male friendships that we have, the circle that we run in is just beyond incredible.
But I mean, it's different. You got to think about it. You're Puerto Rican, so I know you relate to this. When Hispanic men get together, what's the thing they do? I mean, main thing we do is we're going to cook.
yeah,
There's a grill.
Freddie and I
There's
cook.
the grill,
grill.
and there's some meats. All right?
Yeah.
I'm
So
Hispanic.
everything we do, it starts with what we're going to cook, where we're going to eat, where we're going to go,
And then we surround it.
and then we surround
Yeah.
it, and then from there it just starts.
That's
So
on
every
the money.
Every adventure we go on, Freddie and I always link up. Either we're riding together and we talk about the food. What are we cooking? And I'll bring a Mexican wok. It's just a big plow disc. It's called a discada. and he always asked me to bring it. And we cook, and it's the most fun. It's a little competitive, but I think I'll take a more submissive role because I want to know his culture and his seasonings. He introduced me to chorizo and all these wonderful flavors from, and then golly, we cook on his back patio. So good.
Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing right now. Getting the patio ready to start having people over. Yeah. I miss those. I miss the cooking, just hanging out. It doesn't have to be, always crazy as we always talk about. But we can always tame it down with food.
If Nathan's there, it's gonna get a little nuts. Yeah. All I'm saying is, if he's throwing on some carne asada, holler at your boy.
That's what we do.
I'm up in there, bro.
Yeah, that's what we do. Carne asada is our specialty. Yeah, I'm an honorary Hispanic now, right?
Yes, you are.
What did you do for me the other day?
So he was like, I feel like I could say this because I've been around you and your nephew and this and that. And I said, you know what? That's it. You're an honorary Latino. Sano, culito de rana. Si no se sano hoy, se sano mañana. And that was it. He goes, I got that.
Well, 4-year-old knows that.
Does he?
Sano, culito.
You're going to have to teach that to me. I need to be able to pass that on to any other honorary potential members, I don't know. Is it okay if I do this?
I'm not sure that you can bestow that upon another. I believe you have to be a natural blood, not a mud blood.
Unless we do the old school,
the blood brothers. The blood brothers. Hey, we might get there.
Well, I think we're beyond that, to be honest with you. This is family for sure. So I don't know what episode this is, but your episode's going to be after Amy's. So this is, it's going to be a big one. We got to show up tonight.
Yeah,
I'm here.
We went from heavy duty spiritualism and a lot of Jesus to whatever's going to come out today.
Well, there was a lot of Jesus definitely in the last one. I imagine there might be some in this one as well. But I was late, and I apologize. I'm never late. Matter of fact, I was on time and then realized I forgot all my chargers, so I screwed up.
And I got to be honest, when you called me, I wasn't expecting him to say like he lost a battery. I was going to say, let me guess, the Latinos canceled or he's late. And before,
of course you're going to say that.
Because, Spanish people time.
Yeah.
And then you hit me with that. So I was like, oh,
you probably
technical difference.
Actually, I'm opposite from that. I dislike so much being late.
My bad. My man.
And that's one of the things, how you say it nicely, one of the things about my wife is like, no matter what we do, and I still make fun of her because Nathan took our engagement pictures.
Yeah.
And our wedding, and I always tell her, you were late to your engagement, you were late to your wedding.
Yeah.
So,
solid foundation for a marriage.
No. Not just
but I personally, but it is a thing now. I do have Hispanic friends, and it's guaranteed they're going to be late all the time. And there's always something. And I don't get it. like, wow. It's just, I guess, our culture always late.
I think, people like to think it's their culture. I think I don't think it's narrowed down to any one particular race or culture. Just some people make a decision to never be late, and some people don't care. I used to be late to everything until I joined the military, and then they programmed me to be early to everything. And now I have a habit of being too early, so I have to park down the roads. So, because I have a fear of being late. So, but then I've learned that it's also inappropriate to be too early. So it's like, well, shit, I'm going to sit down the road.
You can't get to the party while they're getting dressed, But
that's a good point.
I'm all about my time isn't more important than yours and vice versa.
Yeah.
So respecting your time is the very first impression you're going to make. So early is on time's late.
Well, we don't know what we're going to talk about tonight, although I kind of know what I want to talk about, and I don't know if we want to jump into it in the beginning or if you're even going to let me talk about it. How do we approach what I want to talk about? Is it a story you want to tell, or do you want me to hint around about it and you fill in gaps? Look at that smile. Can we just say, first of all, Brennan, I wish you could zoom in on that smile. The greatest smile on any human being. So his wife, I'll just tell this real quick. She made this little wooden stick with a picture of Freddy's head.
His face.
It was just a picture of his head.
Yes.
Well, that smile, and where was she, on vacation?
So she went on a cruise, and I had to work, and whatever cruise she went on, I couldn't go. So what she ended up doing is apparently you go to the web somewhere and get a cutout on my face. I remember I just got done doing something in the house, and she said, "Smile," and just took a picture of my face. So now I wish I would have known. I would have brought it, but it's just a big picture of my face, just
I love
smiling.
that.
So she was going around getting selfies. I'm going to tell this part. Selfies with other people with Fred. They would hold it and get a picture.
So he was there.
So
So
funny.
he was
there.
He was
I
there
was
in
there.
spirit.
Yeah. Katie, you had one of these recently, and I saw it. I saw your big head somewhere. My friends went on vacation and did a flat Carlos,
Yeah.
and they basically got like a mini version of me, and they put him on a popsicle stick.
That's what
and
this
they
was.
would bury him at the beach and at this and that, and I was everywhere. I was in their drinks. I was in all their stuff,
That's
but nobody.
hilarious.
My head's too big. I guess it's the bald head.
Really?
Got to have hair for that thing.
No. I disagree.
No,
You are
no.
perfect bald headed. Bald head is what is it?
It can be
You're-
made for
Yeah, anybody.
anybody.
I
so.
thought it was very sweet.
That is cool.
And I kind of wanted
is
a
cool.
shirt with his face on it just because it's
Better
so
than
good.
the one you wore when he got
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I had to take it off. It was inappropriate for my new audience.
Yeah, that's what was that? It was my birthday, I think. Right?
Well,
Or we were going
I
somewhere.
was getting to know you, and I kept hearing your wife. She would make this funny phrase, and I thought, damn, I could make an Instagram page out of that. It was just an F Freddy, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I thought, damn, that's really funny the way she says it. And so I barely knew you, and I get invited to his birthday, and I have a shirt made, F Freddy, and I show up, 30 people I don't know, and I'm wearing F Freddy, and I thought, wow, this is one hell of an introduction.
The Nathan
And I
way.
still have the shirt to this day, and I rarely wear it because it's very special to me. But when I do go out, so I forgot my charger, and I'm running into the building, and this guy looks at me and cocks his head like, "Hey," because he knows me, and I thought, "Oh shoot."
You wore that into work.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm coming out. I got all these chargers and I'm trying to cover up my chest. But I love that shirt. I was coming down this crazy trail in Colorado. Very dangerous trail. It's called, I forget what it was called, but scary trail. And I took a picture and I took you with me. Yeah. Do you remember that? I was in Colorado and I took a selfie.
I think so.
Anyway, I love Freddy, if you can't tell already.
Yep.
Well, what the hell are we going to talk about?
All right,
Okay,
That's what
so
we was
we'll
gonna talk
go,
about.
let's go back to cooking and talking about being man.
Okay. Well, we're pretty good at that.
I mean, I just met
We're
this
pretty
guy.
good.
I don't know what. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been to Puerto Rico once.
Okay. How was your experience?
I just told him that.
Yeah, everybody's
so-
like Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Right
but
away.
that's
It's
just
like, dude, I mean, I'm trying to, I mean, not everybody, because we did meet some people, and they were awesome because they told me where to go. They tell me what to order. They even told me what to drink. Like, I didn't even know that Captain Morgan
yeah.
is a U.S. drink. It's not even a Puerto Rican drink.
Yeah, Bacardi. Bacardi is right there.
Yeah.
But
Bacardi
mojitos
and then,
are there.
Don Q.
Don Cool. Yep.
Yeah, Don Q. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't even know that. Like, they gave me the guy that was telling me, they're like, yeah, that's all that stuff is for United States. It's not even for us. So I was like, okay. Then when I started asking about food, Rob's Puerto Rican. That's where he got married. That's the reason we went up there.
Rob's Puerto Rican?
Yeah, Rob's Puerto Rican.
I had no idea.
He's Puerto Rican. That's why he got married there in Puerto Rico. That's why we went. And
You can't tell these days. It's
No. With Rob, it's kind of mixed. But
Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah.
If you look at Rob, I think if you really.
I don't
think if
look
he
at
looked
people-
him, he'd be like, oh, he's Puerto Rican.
I never look at people and wonder. I could care less. It never. I could care less where people are. They're. I mean, maybe in the long run, I want to get to know your heritage or whatever. But yeah,
But some people
it's
I mean,
America, man. Everybody looks different here. So for
I
me,
know, but some
for a
people
white
get
dude,
offended when you call them a different culture than they are.
white people don't care. We don't care.
The two brown guys looking at each other. This guy, that's one of the whitest things you've
Yes,
ever
we can care less. I mean, I think we're really good at making fun of ourselves.
in this room.
And now I think we are in general. And every culture has their ability to rag on each other. But, white people are so worried about saying the wrong thing. We're like, shit, you can say anything we want to about us. We could care less. What is that look?
No, that's
I'm sorry.
You.
Nathan.
I'm representing the entire race.
You are so full. Then go get all your people out of their safe spaces and
No,
cry
those people
closet.
aren't. Those are in a different category.
No,
You got to shoot some hostages.
Their category is white guys.
No, I don't think so. They hate white people. Those white people hate white people.
They
They feel like everybody deserves reparations, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. I could care less.
Yep, this
Anyway.
one's going off the rails.
So, yeah, Puerto Rico was fun. I want to go back because we were rushed. Not necessarily rushed. We were there for I think a week, but we had wedding stuff. So, I would love to go back and explore Puerto Rico some more.
Should've went with us.
My favorite part is their food. I mean, I love it.
Food is so different in it.
Actually, I still remember. I don't know what you call it. You probably tell me. Is the pork chop? You guys says pork chop is like
Yeah, they deep fry 'em.
Yeah, buddy.
what's it called?
With
It has
rice and beans.
yes.
Chuleta. We just
Chuleta. I mean, but
chuleta frita.
it's a different cut.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
delicious.
oh man, it's
It
so
was
delicious.
One of my favorite meals. That and the plantains. Is it
Oh,
plantains?
yeah.
Yeah, but
Plantain.
yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
a mashed potato plantain.
So mofongo.
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 Where
I
my
didn't have
where
that.
mofongo?
Yeah.
I think
so
I have
there's sweet
that.
plantains, which are maduros. Mofongo, which you've had, which is the
Yeah.
paste, and then tostones. Oh man, I love.
So
me some
tostone is the fried ones, right?
Yeah, that's when
Okay.
like they're squished and
yeah.
fried.
Yeah.
So that's when they're green, right?
Yes.
Okay, because that's how we have it in Mexico too. And then plantains is the sweet, right?
You get the sweet. You
yeah,
boil those.
yeah. So we like my mom fries them.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see.
buddy.
It's
I'm with it.
It's so different though.
It'll work out.
actually we
It's
should-
Caribbean food.
We should have had like a little
a
little grill or something here. We just
Yeah.
that's what we should.
That's what what Freddie and we love doing it. Like he makes these. I don't know if I want to go down the menu. You know, I might bore the hell out of everybody, but those damn potato tacos you make.
Oh,
My kid is like make
Picadillo.
Freddy's tacos. What do you call them?
picadillo. It's papas, chorizo, carne molida, cilantro.
Yeah, buddy.
You really sounded more
Cebolla.
Mexican with that accent. He's really leaning into the accent even
I'm
more.
not leaning. That's how you don't talk.
He's just representing their guy. Also, I'm really
Anyway,
hungry.
but that's a quick food because the reason I like doing that, like in camping,
Yeah.
is because it feeds a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
And they make a fresh salsa.
And it's filling.
Yes, and it's filling.
Yeah, Freddie keeps us fed for sure. I love to help, but that's all I'm doing. I'm there to assist. You need tongs. You start the fire. Yeah, he's really good at
Got
it.
to teach him how to make like a sofrito, some seasoning, you know.
I have skills. I have
He's got
skills.
You don't know how to make a
There you go.
sofrito? What's a sofrito?
Describe it, Freddie.
Actually, sofrito, that's Puerto Rican. That's not
Is
even
it?
Mexican.
Yeah, it's like it's a seasoning paste basically.
He's been telling me for 6 months that he had this like Puerto Rican place he's going to take me to eat, and it's not happened yet.
Where
In Laverne, it's called Demicampo.
I heard
That's
of it.
as
but
close as
never-
I've gotten to it is the description of the name, and we've yet to go.
Well, maybe if we put it on the one calendar, we can make it work there, Pops.
Okay, deal.
Besides,
Deal.
we're both going to leave there in a coma. It's so good. Oh, man. Everything you can think of. And it's like a little abuelita in the back cooking.
I mean, is
So you
it
know it's good.
authentic Puerto Rican food?
1,000%. Mofongo, everything.
I'm in. I'm just waiting on an invite. Freddie, you want to go?
I'm down.
I just invited him.
All right. Well, now we'll plan it faster.
So, how different is the Spanish between Puerto Rican and Mexican? So, even in Mexico, it's really different all over the place, and I guess in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico as well.
Dialect.
It's
Can you
different.
guys understand each other?
Of course.
Do y'all need me to
Of course we will, but
translate?
there's the only time it gets confusing is when you start your slang or even cuss words. That's I would say that part. Your slang and cuss words will be different, use different.
And there's some
But your regular
particular-
language, yeah, I think
pretty
much.
even.
I would just stick to American cuss words and just keep it simple.
No, see, there's certain words that like, there's one word in particular, it starts with a C.
Oh yeah, tell us
that-
more.
There's a lot of words,
That-
cuss words you can't translate.
That
Okay.
Mexicans use a lot that's really offensive to Puerto Ricans. Like, if you
Really?
call us that, we're ready to punch you in the face.
Really,
And
What is this
they
word?
say it very like talking to a friend.
really, is this true?
Yeah.
Help the audience understand what you're saying, Freddie. What's he saying? What's a
Well,
what?
let's start
What
with
is a
that
C
clean-
word
let's
that
start
would
with the
be
clean version?
okay?
So, what did you? So, like when I see another Hispanic person, we go primo.
Oh yeah, we
Well,
do that,
you-
yeah.
you-
we
you
say
do primo?
primo too.
I thought you
and
had a
Dominicans
different
do
one.
that too. Or manito, mano,
I think maybe that's the one I heard in Puerto Rico.
pasa mano.
The damn Spaniards conquered everything, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's totally different
No,
Spanish.
that's it. Castellano.
What? It all come from Spain.
No, it's like American English versus the Queen's English, and it's
all different.
formal
All the
versus
Spanish are different types of Spanish.
Yeah, but didn't it all come from Spain?
foundationally, and then our cultures all added. They mixed it in.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
because Puerto Ricans are Taino Indians,
Is
African American, Spaniard.
is it true that Christopher Columbus? Did I hear this correctly? That Christopher Columbus is what conquered Mexico? Is that nonsense? I heard like 600 dudes and 12 muskets went in and converted Mexico like 500 years ago.
You sure you're not talking about the French army?
Wow.
No, the Spaniards came into Mexico. Help me. Give me a history lesson. How did you become, like, you guys
The French
were
had a lot more
indigenous,
than that.
Mexicans were indigenous Indians. They built the pyramids and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Spaniards came in. I think I seen a YouTube video that said 600 Spaniards and 12 muskets conquered the entire country.
Yeah, you got to stop listening to Tinfoil Hat.
That's YouTube, baby. That's good stuff there. Well, what is your version?
I will have to go back and look at
So
it.
you
to
don't
be
even know.
honest.
I could be right.
You could,
But you're
be.
not.
Maybe.
It
Brandon,
wasn't
look it up.
612.
Think about it. 600.
12 muskets. It had nothing
Listen,
to do
I'll
with
throw
600.
12 people at
It
them.
just goes to show how powerful weapons are. That's why we can't give ours up.
Okay, I'm with that too.
Like the Canadians,
Let's go.
a voluntary buyback, and they're knocking on doors saying, "Hey, why didn't you volunteer your guns?" That's why I have a shirt that says, "I lost all my guns in a boating accident."
Next month.
All my guns are rusted.
Well, Brennan's like, he's going to get another gun. He was talking about getting it registered. I'm like,
Do
buy it
not.
from an individual. Do not register it. Shoot, that's crazy.
Or you could purchase from my brother, Hector Ruiz, at ChristianPatriotArms.com.
A little plug.
Love you, bro.
We're advertising here too.
Yes, it's okay. We can
This
say
is-
whatever we
this is gonna
want.
be a hot mess express, baby.
No, we
Let's
can say
go.
whatever
Let's
we
have
want.
fun, baby.
It'll all make sense in the end. We're just spitballing until something sticks.
Freddy's holding back. So
Let's talk about relationships. So
I
Freddy,
don't even know. Do we go?
well, let's do this.
We go with food. We go with
No,
guns.
I want to talk about this. So, Freddie, last time you was on, you were a stepfather, dating, engaged. You know, you had a girlfriend. You and Telly been kicking it for a while.
I think we were engaged with that.
Not when we did. Yeah, maybe engaged, but you
Maybe
weren't
engaged.
married.
We weren't
And
married
now
yet.
you're married, and you has the absolute cutest little boy, Roman. I'm talking about Freddie used to come out and do stuff with us all the time until he had this little boy, and no more Freddie. He's like, I have to hang out with his wife more than he does. I took a picture. His wife texted me the other day. She's like, I got a table. Come with it. Come hang out. I'm like, okay. I get there. No Freddie. I have to send a picture of me and his wife. It's like, well, if you won't hang out with her, I will.
I don't actually. You know, it's funny because this year, that's why I kind of started working around the house, and I even told the wife, I was like, I have enjoyed being married, my stepdaughters, my kids, because I'm also a grandfather
Yeah. Now.
through marriage. Now, I have enjoyed all, but watching my stepdaughter, this River, that's living with us, grow, and of course my son is 4 now. River came into my life when she was around 3-4, so she was about this age. Now she's a teenager, you know, has grown up to be a beautiful woman. And my son, you know, he's 4. I have enjoyed every first. Now's the opposite. Now he's starting to give me those headaches, and now, you know, he's 4 years old. So I have seen his steps. You know, thank God for the job I have, because I was able to work from home, and I'm able to work from home still, and enjoyed all those little first things. So, you know, since the last postcard, I have enjoyed, and now this year, like I'm doing it right now. I finally told my wife, what kind of told you last time we talked is, I was like, I need change in my life. I need to go back to cooking, having people over. At the very beginning, it was, I guess you can call it fear, not necessarily fear, but well, I guess it was fear. I was afraid that I'll be doing something or be somewhere and something happened to Roman and he needed to go to the hospital, or I needed to be there and I couldn't be there for a reason. So I wanted always to be available, as you can say. So, but now that he's 4, I feel like, hey, he's older now. He's self-dependent. I mean, he pretty much takes care of himself. Like, I mean, so
Freddy's like, get a job.
you know how we expect, so
Be like, listen, I mowed my first lawn at 3.5. You're behind the curve, Roman.
right? You know, it's funny because I tell him, I was like, Roman, you got to start paying rent, buddy. Figure out.
Yep. That's a Latino
you gonna help
dad
me
right
take
there,
the garbage,
boy.
you know. So
There's no way this little boy will look up at you and just smile. He's got Freddy's
no,
smile.
but I love it.
And your heart just melts.
He's a big helper. Everything I do, I mean, he wants to be there. He's learning. Sometimes takes me twice as long to get something done,
right.
but I get it. He's there learning. He wants to do something. I mean, he wants like the other day, he was telling me, Dad, I can't wait to be as tall as you are and all as you are so I can help you. And me going, son, trust me, you don't want to be there. Like, but anyway, I have enjoyed it. So now I feel like, okay, let me get back to the things I'm doing. I guess this is one of the first step was me. I'm completely remodeling my house, just to change the vibe, get everything ready. And this was my second step. I told my wife about it, like, hey, I'm going to do the podcast. I'm about to do this. Like,
a commitment to all of our friends that you're going to start hosting some parties.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I got to start having friends over again.
Well, it's tough because we did stuff together every weekend. Like, it was every weekend there was something, some adventure we were going on, some camping trip, and then I don't know. During COVID was a ton of fun for me. I had a blast, but then after COVID, it kind of died out. And so all of us are, and everybody had kids. I'm like,
what I'm saying.
Damn it, why are you old bastards having kids so damn late in life?
We got bored during COVID, so
They had to do something. That's funny.
I do feel that's what changed after COVID.
Yeah.
It's that I had my kid. I want to enjoy them. I wanted everyone that I talked to. They all told me the same thing. It didn't matter where they're from, where they worked out, whatever they did. They always told me the first 4 years, enjoy it. It's going to be their first for everything. They're like right after 4 or 5 years old, it's just repeated stuff. You're just watching them grow. And it have. And it's been amazing. I mean, everything he does, I'm glad I've followed that advice from someone else and said, enjoy the first 4 years.
I would say enjoy the first 40. I'm still involved. Like, I started really young.
But I mean, like first steps. How many parents miss their kid's first step?
Yeah.
That's true. Dad's usually at work, or mom has to record it now or something.
Correct.
That's a good point.
That's what we're trying to mean. Like the first 4 years, they're first for everything, right? So that's where they're trying to tell me was like, enjoy it. If you can be there as much as you can, be there.
I hope you're recording it. I hope you're recording it. I've recorded everything, so it's nice looking back on that.
I love watching back. As much as I hate taking pictures, my wife takes a lot of pictures of the whole family. That's what she does, and I love going back and watching that, and I appreciate that she does that. But it still is different when you're there, because I remember his first steps. It happened right out of nowhere. He started running, and everybody had to come to the kitchen because he was just running around. He was having a blast, But now that he's older, I feel like I can take him to a lot of things. Like, we used to go camping. Now he loves camping. Like, he's begging me to go camping.
Well, when my kids were younger, I used to bring them on all of our big adventures. Landon would be 10 years old driving a stick shift, just wearing it out, like 10 years old. Speaking of, he got a Corvette yesterday.
I saw that.
It was 6-speed Corvette, and it's
It's
a little
his first
different
car,
than my
right?
Jeep. Yeah, it's his first. Yeah, he's been driving our cars, but or his mom's really, but yeah, his first, he saved up for it, and I have a deal where I match him half. I'll pay for half up to a certain point, and he had his, and I had to borrow. I had to give him a loan to pay for the rest of it, but yeah. I was nervous. I was like, share your life's 360 with me. Brendan's like, I'm watching. I'm got him on live 360.
You know, my first car, it was a 4-door. I forgot that Pontiac. I mean, it wasn't no Corvette.
No, mine was a 1984 Honda Accord. There was no clear coat. It looked like it was painted with blue sandpaper. That's what it felt like. I swear to God. Here's funny. So it had a really bad gas leak. So you had to keep the windows down because you get so high as a kite just from all the damn raw gas fumes coming into the car. And then, like, the headlights worked fine, but the parking lights was a speaker wire that ran across the hood or across the engine from the battery, just hot wired straight to the battery, into, like, through the fender and into the door, and then you twist 2 wires together to turn on the parking lights. And shoot, I drove the crap out of that thing.
Literally hot wire.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling out of school one day, and all of a sudden smoke starts rolling out of my hood, and it had shorted out. I'd closed the door on it, shorted out, and like it melted the wire all the way across the engine. I didn't care. I was having a time of my life. I had transportation.
This fuel coming at you is explaining a lot to me right now.
That's what happened to your brain.
He's like,
$400. My first car was $400. And then I wheeled and dealed, and I probably went through 50, 60, 70 cars until, I just hustle. Switch, trade. I'd keep them for a month, sell them, trade them. I've had a lot of cars. I've destroyed every one of them.
I know the Jeep you have. I mean,
that Jeep's in incredible shape considering what all it's done. His wife was with me one day. We were all together. We were going up this trail. And shouldn't have tried to go up. It couldn't make it. I kept trying over and over, and I'm hard-headed. And I finally hit it so hard that the Jeep hit the side of a tree. You were with me, you and Telly. We blew the tire off the rim.
Yes.
We had it fixed in 3 minutes. We was good to go. And then we're going up something called Trail 15, very difficult trail. You got out, and your wife was with me. And she's yelling, "Go, Nathan!" She's screaming. And we're literally on the side.
Is that what she was telling you to bump it?
Not bump it, floor it, go, Nathan. She's screaming at me. I got it on video.
To bump it,
no. Anyways, the Jeep is on its side, and I still had enough traction that I could keep going. My wallet was on the dash, and it came out. I didn't know. Anyways, I make it through it, dent the left-hand side of my Jeep because it was like I'd say a 60-degree angle. It was not. I should have waited for somebody to pull me, but she's yelling, and I'm like, we're good. So anyways, we make it to the top of the hill, and I'm climbing right off the top and snap an axle. And some dude comes running up with a wad of cash and credit cards that looked like it had went through a ninja, and it destroyed it.
Right.
It came out, and my tires ate it up.
Oh, my God.
He's like, "Hey, man, I think you dropped something." It was just a wad of mess. Yeah. So then me and Greg have to, circle around this campground. We found an axle, swapped it real quick, and away we went.
Yep. You bought it from someone very next day. And
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I still have a dent in my my back driver's side door where we had it jacked up on high lifts and it fell over, and then Jack put a big dent in my door. And now all those little dents are little stories like, oh, that was the time we did this, or we were in Colorado or California. I love it.
It's been fun. I mean, I grew up back home doing a little bit off-roading, but with you guys, man, it's serious. It got real serious there for a minute.
We're over it. We're so damn tired of working on stuff. I'm like, I ain't doing none of that shit again. I'm going to be a mall crawler. I'm sick of working on them. Shoot, I just had to change a ring and pinion a few weeks ago. And an axle, broken axle.
Mine just sits in the driveway. I need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Get something else.
He needs a four-door. That way Roman can go with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Nathan needs a Harley.
I don't know. I just sold one motorcycle. I need to get rid of one more, and then I'm ready for a Harley.
You gonna do a Harley?
I don't know. It depends on how I feel when I get ready.
Come on, baby. Come on.
I ain't got nobody to ride with.
Apparently he's begging you to ride.
I'm kidding. See, this is the problem. I'm afraid I'm going to get addicted to all this gear.
No, no, you don't have to worry. I am a certified brand whore.
Yes, you are.
You know, like I got Harley underwear on, brother.
Do you really?
Like,
Let's see your socks.
No, my socks. I'm very particular. But I have matched everything. as
You
can
have your
notice.
shoes matched. Stick them up in the camera. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Woo.
Good grief. Orange on orange on
But,
orange. Bracelet, watch. This is.
Yeah,
I
know
see a
it's
problem.
matches.
Matching game, baby.
He showed me
and
his
a little
closet.
OCD. And a little OCD.
Yeah. I've went into your house one time and he showed me his closet. And I was like, damn, this guy's got a problem. Your outfits are just immaculate. You got a suit for this, a suit for that. Like, I mean, I've got a row of black T-shirts. That's it.
I have a lot of black. Like, there's the black section,
Yeah.
and then there's this much of color clothes. Other stuff.
Well, it's not because I like black clothes. It's just black covers up my belly a little bit better. I wished I could wear a beautiful blue shirt like you.
Just buy it one size bigger.
You think it helps?
Yeah.
It ain't helping. I'm messing with you.
Just one size bigger.
I'm messing with you. So let me tell you how Freddie and I met. So we used to go to something called
Jeep Invasion.
Jeep Invasion, yeah, in August every year in Gatlinburg. And I don't know, what was it, 15 of us maybe? 16 of us? It was all couples. It was a bunch of people. We get one of those big ass
Probably
mansions.
about 20 people.
20 people? Okay, there's a lot of people. And I'm sitting on the chair, minding my own business, doing nothing. Here comes this monster of a man through the front door. Never met me. You may have met me. I think I went to, it was when I think the first time I ever met you was at Casey's birthday, but I didn't know you. You were just one of 20 people. So I'd seen you before, but I'd never met
said
you.
hi.
Maybe. I don't even know if I knew his name. So anyways, this big guy comes right through the whatever and just walks right up to me and sits on my lap with a bottle of Fireball and says, drink. It just shh. And I don't do shots ever. And he just like, I could not believe. I thought, what in the hell is wrong with this guy?
He was sitting in the couch.
By myself, minding my own business.
No, at that time, Rebecca was sitting next to you.
Okay.
And we were talking about something.
No, we wasn't. You came walking. I have my memory.
We were talking about, everybody was talking about something and everybody was just quiet. And I remember seeing the bottle of Fireball, and I don't know, it just made me do it. But because I just walked to him and I said, look, you're going to cheer up or something. I can't remember. And
He
I
didn't
just
say nothing. You know what he said to me?
I
He goes,
said, because I put it and you kept talking. He kept wanting to talk, and I went,
No, Dave.
just,
No.
yeah. And
I was like, I don't do that.
I remember Rebecca just laughing, and she's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Oh, he'll be in a hey."
we were bonded ever since.
We bonded. You were in a better mood.
What does that mean?
I was just blessing him.
Oh, you blessed him? Yes, we bonded instantly. I was in a great mood. I was around a bunch of people I didn't know. You know how it is. First day.
That's how we broke the ice.
Okay,
On the whole,
okay.
but it wasn't just him at that moment because everybody saw what I did. Everybody all of a sudden the spirits got up. Everybody started
right.
talking.
Party
Who
time.
did we know?
At that time, alcohol was definitely a big part of our culture. What'd you say? Half our friends were bartenders or lifelong bartenders. So alcohol was a huge part of our celebrations. I would say it still is if we ever get together. So,
I don't think not as much.
yeah,
I mean,
we haven't done anything crazy in a long time. We're finally growing up.
Yeah, I feel like
We used to play a game called Left, Right, Center.
I love that,
we're
right?
still playing. We're
LPR,
still
baby.
playing, yeah.
Let's go. I'll
Yeah.
bring all
yeah,
the dollars.
It's a
we'll
blast.
play.
Yeah, that's a great
I
game.
love LCR.
That's another thing. I was reading actually the other day that Americans are drinking less than.
That is correct.
I know. I'm having to make up for the rest of them. Quitters. I'm joking.
There he is.
Yeah.
You see how he side eyes me
Right.
though? He's
What-
just doing.
what you
Well,
drinking
go
over
for it,
there?
buddy? I've got a beautiful Dr. Pepper.
Dr.
It
Pepper
makes
right
the world
here.
taste better.
Don't ask Nathan what he's drinking.
Too much sugar in that. This is 3 carbs, 3.5 carbs.
I'll take this.
This is hydrating. I was stressed out today. I needed something. I don't really ever drink on the podcast, ever. I used to. Back in the day, we'd probably be drunk by now.
Let's. Hey, nephew, why don't you go ahead and roll back the tape?
How many times have I drank on here? Once or twice? Yeah, I kind of matched my audience. I expected you to drink a beer. Actually,
Not
I'm not
that-
drinking a beer because of you. You don't drink much.
I kind of
You open his fridge and it's full of alcohol.
not
It's for
anymore.
guests.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so-
with what his wife does for a living, she has access to a lot of alcohol, which is great for me. And but yeah, you guys have cut it out of your life.
Not necessarily cut it out. So with Roman, when I changed all that, it just made me change all that because I didn't want to be. I want to be whatever you
Present?
present. Yes,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
for whatever.
That's why I drink.
And back to being an example.
Yeah.
Especially River growing up. I don't want her to. She had made a lot of comments how some friends, or when she goes see other friends, how some just get completely wasted, you know. So and that's one thing she always noticed about me. She's like, "Hey, I see you that you drink a beer or two, you have a couple of drinks, but you never act that way." I said, "Well, you got to be respectful. I mean, you can't just go crazy." So after she made that comment years ago, it just stuck in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've all slowed down a ton. I haven't been drunk in a long time, like drunk. I do my thing and I'm done.
But
What
I've
does
never
this
been-
look? I keep getting this side eye from
But I
Carlos.
never also-
Oh no, I'm just connecting with the nephew.
I don't know. What do you think, Brennan? Brennan would know. Huh?
He's like, don't bring
Yeah,
me.
you
into
don't
this.
have a microphone. I can't hear you.
No comment.
You do have comments. I mean,
Yeah.
Brennan, be honest.
Well, you know that is true. He never gets drunk. He drinks, but I will say he can drink quite a bit and still not be. So I don't know how to explain this.
They've seen me their whole life.
He's
They've
like,
never
I've
known
never
me
seen
not
him
to drink.
drunk.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Unless it's like any kind of liquor, which is rare.
Yeah, pretty rare.
But see, the other thing with me is I've never been the type of guy that I come home and have a beer. I cannot drink by myself. I don't know what it is. I need to have a drink with you, or you know, I got to have someone. Like even my wife, she'll be like, "Hey, have a drink with me." All right, make me something, and then I'll have. But also, I'm the guy that said, "Hey," like if I told my wife, "Hey, I'm going out and having 2 drinks with Nathan," I really mean 2 drinks.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, you ain't going to have a drink with him. He's 3 years sober. And here we are talking about
Oh,
alcohol.
no,
but
like a bunch of
that's
assholes.
even better.
Yeah.
I mean, we all
No,
cheat.
And
yeah. We
designated
talked
driver
about it.
for the win.
Yeah, well, we talked about it. Carlos doesn't need it, which I am mesmerized by that. Like, I don't want to leave the house unless there's alcohol involved. And maybe that's my own issue. It has nothing to do with alcohol.
But it's also different. Like one of my friends, like if I say, "Hey, why don't you have a drink with me?" No, why? What's the whole point of having one?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's a good point.
Everybody's different on this. I mean,
It takes
everybody-
2 or 3. 2 or 3. Like, what was it, Friday? Saturday. I was having a pretty bad day. And I got 2 beers, and I hit the back roads. Within 45 minutes, boom, all gone. Now, it was a combination of 2 beers and the music and the back roads, which is where, I don't know, my life just makes sense on the back roads. And I got special playlists for it. And, man, I came right out of it, and I was like, thank you, Lord, for this. And I literally even thank for the beer or the wine or whatever. You know, I was like, I just appreciate that I have these opportunities to just clear my head. And it's just so good for me. And that's really all I needed. That was good.
And he was thankful for those 2 beers that he had before, not during the drive.
No, it was definitely during. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about it. I could care less. I mean, I ain't here to make excuses.
Don't
I'm here
do
to be
that.
honest.
Lock him up.
I
Catch
got
me.
locked up.
I drive a purple Honda Civic.
Why you got to
No,
pick a Latino car?
But anyway, everybody's different on drinking. I mean, it's, and I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up now. It's because, all right. So being a Christian is also when people see you having a beer or a drink, you get judged, right?
Well,
But here's my thing. If we go back to the Bible, and I wish someone correct me, and I always bring this up. when I read the Bible, my understanding is God never said that you couldn't drink at all.
Correct.
He says,
Don't be a drunkard.
don't be a drunk.
Yep.
Because when you become a drunk, you
lose your inhibitions.
You make stupid decisions.
Yep. I recently discovered this.
Everybody that drinks, we do all at some point make a stupid decision, right? You
brother.
right?
Why do you think he doesn't drink no
You want to
more?
write? I can write a book.
Yeah. So I mean,
We all could.
That's what I told everybody. I was like, God is not telling you not to drink, or at least that's how I understand it. He's just saying, don't get drunk on this, because when you get drunk, is when you become someone else.
Matthew either 11, 12, chapter 11 or 12, verse 18, 19, Jesus said, I eat and I drink wine, and they call me a glutton and a drunkard. So he admitted that even he had wine. But there's no place in the Bible where Jesus is drunk. I was shocked. I was like, I have to call my mom. I was like, Mom. And she's like, no, it was grape juice. I was like, no, grape juice wasn't invented until the 1900s.
It was fermented. It was a lot stronger than what we drink.
It probably.
They got nutrients from it as well.
Yeah, because water wasn't safe in a lot of cases.
Correct.
Yeah, and they could store the wine.
And
It
there
was
no
nothing
regulations.
in excess.
It was never anything in excess.
Never about excess.
And it appeared to be during times of celebration, but
It's the same thing with food.
yeah.
He
Why I
tells,
said
he tells you certain things not to eat, but then he also tells you, hey, don't become a glutton, right? Like, don't overdo it, because
Well, so I'm glad you brought it up, because Carlos and I was talking about it today. Sometimes I have a bad habit of saying things that are inappropriate. Maybe my timing's off, and you can elaborate on it if you want to, Carlos. But somebody will be talking about, we have a lot of people that's coming on and sharing their story of sobriety, and I love it. And at the same time, you call it devil's advocate or whatever, I always feel like this compulsive urge to say, but I drink. And I couldn't quite figure out where that was coming from, because it was like this very, are you okay over there?
All right.
Yeah, I'm having an allergy attack.
We're losing them.
Yeah, sorry. I could not figure out. And so after he and I had talked about it, I realized, I think I know why, because I don't want to blame the alcohol. Like my overconsumption, when I did overconsume, was not from alcohol. It was because I wasn't dealing with things in my personal life that I should have dealt with, and I was using the alcohol to suppress them. And that's where I kind of instinctively have known for a long time. The one reason I love alcohol is because I think it brings out the things that you're suppressing, whether it be love, whether it be fear, hate, whatever. That tends to be what comes out. And I thought, now, you can overdo it and destroy your liver and destroy your life. There's a lot of negative things. You can drink too much water and die. Literally, a woman on a game show, on the radio show, died. She overdrank in water, and it killed her, stripped her electrolytes. So you can do anything in excess. And so I was just really thinking, like, hold on, before we, what would you say, demonize the substance, maybe we should look at why we're drinking so much. Because some people have a natural addiction to alcohol. I don't have that. I've never been addicted to alcohol, ever. But I can tell you, at the end of the day, it is something that I appreciate when I feel that I need it. And it's not every day anymore. I've really cut my alcohol in half. These little babies right here, Zen. You can get it at your local 7-Eleven or whoever.
Fix commercials.
Right down the road. I don't know what the name of it is, but you can get them half price. I shouldn't be advocating those things. But I realized my alcohol consumption went up dramatically when I stopped tobacco. And I thought, well, what the hell? Because I would quit tobacco, like dipping, and then I would be hooked on sunflower seeds or some kind of gum or candy or whatever. I was trading one addiction for another. And I thought, okay, well, I accept the fact that I have a vice, right? It's going to be something. Let's choose my vice wisely. So I don't ever want to put myself in a situation that I don't have the luxury of enjoying a beverage whenever I feel it's necessary and appropriate for celebratory reasons. Because I don't take medication. I don't take anything for anything. This is medication in a sense. So I was talking to him about it. Like, hold on, I don't want to demonize this substance, because there's probably something else going on that drove you to there. And it's only a matter of time, even if you give this up, before something else, what would you say?
Well, when you have an addictive personality, which we both have,
Yeah.
we replace one addiction with another. The trick is to try to replace it with a more positive,
Healthy.
healthier thing for that
And he
individual.
has.
For
He's
that
nailed it.
individual. Now, we're going to be addicted to something, right? So, whether it's fitness, motorcycles, whatever it is, make it something that is still fulfilling, that can still help you. What our conversation was, yes, alcohol consumption, there's usually a root cause. We discussed this offline. There's a reason driving you there. You're trying to fill a hole. You're trying to suppress emotions, a trauma, trying to sleep, need social lubricant to go out, to get out. I hate people. Hey, everybody, how we doing? It's that whole thing. Now, where I told Nathan that we differ is, and I had to go through it, was he talks about, I need that social lubricant. I can deal with people. I can leave the house. I felt like the most boring human being on the planet for like 6 months, to the point where I'd go to dinner with friends and apologize for not being funny anymore. I thought I forgot how to dance. A Latino man, you know what I'm saying? I thought I forgot how to dance. And I had to go through this really boring, like, death of the old Carlos for my authentic self to be reborn. And then I realized, hey man, I'm just as crazy, just as funny, just as outgoing. And I got to a spot where I don't need that. I just I feel good. But it took a long time and it sucked in between. And most people will give up during that. It sucks and they'll go back to it. Now, circling back to what our conversation on the podcast, which you agreed, am I okay to say
Yeah,
this?
absolutely.
All of it?
Yeah.
Was I told him, I said, we have a lot of people that tell redemption stories, that talk about alcohol. Now, luckily, they're all friends. These are warm conversations. Everybody's getting along. But we also have a very large audience that I don't want to confuse, where someone's telling their story and Nathan's like, well, I love alcohol and it does wonders for me. I was like, you can't be an advertisement for it either, because we're sitting here with someone who's saying, I got 2 DUIs, I got this, that, and the other. My life was hitting rock bottom. Timing takes play in that, because you can't just say I hit rock bottom and lost it. And then Nathan's like, I'm going to go hang out at the bar right after this and do it. Like it just has to be a balance, because it's okay that you drink and that you can handle it. Not everybody can.
Yeah.
My point was, I didn't want to, it's two different sides of encouraging, like this coin, we can't say, hey, this is bad for you on one side and then go get it. There's got to be a medium.
It's complicated,
And it's
because
complicated.
it is a huge benefit in some people's life from the beginning of recorded history. So it's why I go back and say, hold on, before we're blaming the substance, let's take some personal responsibility. That's all I keep saying.
And after listening to you, I think that was the key. Everybody's body and brain is different.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I personally, as I used to drink when I was younger a lot, I did it because I was who I was around with, right? That's all we did. It's party, drink. That's
Part of the
teenager,
culture.
right? Part of the culture. Now, but I never needed it. Like, I don't sit here, even as much as I did it when I was young, I don't sit here and go, oh, I need a beer, because I have friends that they got to have a beer every day. They got to have something, or they feel like their day's not complete. Where, like I was just saying, I always been the type, I can never drink by myself. And if I say I'm having 2 drinks, I'll have 2 drinks and that's it. After that, it no matter what, peer pressure, whatever you want. If I'm sticking to 2 drinks, that's it. There's nothing you can do about it.
That's a superpower, Freddy.
So, but I notice it's different from everybody, because some people don't know when. Hey, I think you had too much. Why don't you drink some water? Nah, I'm good, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's
when the machismo comes out.
Or, hey man, you're getting a little out of control, like, just drink some water, chill. Just don't do no more shots, right? No more liquor.
Let me throw.
And everybody's, and I feel like, yes, the substance there, but it's like any medication. You know, that's what a medication on TV. They give you like 70 things that could happen because everybody is going to react different to it. Same thing with alcohol. It's just
This is going to regrow my hair,
me-
but I've got explosive diarrhea.
Let me throw Freddy under the bus for a second. It's not his first two that gets you in trouble. It's his last two. He's been known. We're done for the night, and here comes a tray of lemon drops. Do you
That's
remember that?
not me.
That was you, but it only happened one time, and
Yeah,
I thought
was gonna say,
he's
that
the
happened
damn
one time.
devil.
That was in Gallenberg.
It was in Gallenberg. Yeah, it was. It was.
It was in
I'm
Gallenberg
just
because
messing with
it
you.
was that night. Actually,
We were all in good hands. We all had drivers.
we had a designated driver, and somebody say, "Hey, Freddie, you don't have to take care of us once you enjoy the night."
Yeah.
And I wanted a lemon drop.
No, he wanted 30 lemon drops. The whole bar of lemon drops.
I went
A $300 tab in lemon
buy our
drops.
friends lemon drops, and then I didn't know there was another friend buying another round of lemon drops.
Oh, okay.
I went with one round. I didn't go. Yeah, it looked like a.
I'm just teasing.
This is the manliest shot for this big dude.
A
over
lemon
here.
drop.
Everybody,
You're going
lemon
to go to a
drop.
shop of
Everybody
all
good?
They're
things.
good. Here's the thing: if I don't shove something on my throat, it's gonna be good. Just like the food.
Whoa.
We'll delete that.
I mean, it's gonna be.
We know what he was trying to say.
perv.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Man.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not the drunk police or anything like that. I'm the last one who could ever talk. I was out of control and nuts. And I was the guy where you would tell me, hey, maybe you've had too many or switch to this. And I'd
would
be
get
like,
angry.
And I'd be like, I'm a man, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm
You would
a
use that
man.
voice.
Yeah.
I've got a video of me and him waiting on a damn
don't like-
Uber.
Telling, somebody else telling us what to do, what
Oh,
we're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
wrong, right? But if we're true friends, I would say that we should.
And that's a good friend. That's a
Yeah,
good friend.
we should be friends if we go, hey, bro, you're not
Absolutely.
driving. We're
Yeah.
just going to
Yeah,
Uber.
we
You
don't
know,
have a
right?
problem with that. I don't think anybody
Yeah, but some
argued.
people act different. I mean, it's just.
Oh, my off switch didn't work. So that was my only option.
I know we're being light and playful, but it's a serious topic for me because it's something I've been monitoring for all my life. Like I realize when I'm drinking too much, I realize, oh shit, I just poured down the drain. And I don't keep whiskey in the house ever. You can fill the damn cabinet up. It's full of liquor. I won't touch any of that. I love whiskey. And if I've got it, I'm going to drink it. Just like if there is fruit roll-ups in there, I'm going to eat the whole box. I have a problem. And it has, fruit roll-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love them.
Oh, man.
Brennan, I came home the other day with a ton of like junk food that I shouldn't have got, but I just had this impulse, and I thought I'll give it to Brennan and he'll hide it. And you did a pretty good job of hiding it. And I kind of forgot about it. But these damn peanut M&Ms and like this like bag of like mixed whatever. Oh god,
It's okay. He works out now.
I eat them till I'm sick. I eat them till I'm sick. But I'm the same way with like whiskey. You know, beer. I have a couple beers, but once I start drinking whiskey, and I don't really drink whiskey out. I'll sit in my recliner. I'll watch YouTube, and I will just sit there, watch old YouTube videos like my kids when I start reminiscing on their childhood, and I'll go and start watching videos. Boy, I just want to get a drink and just sit. Or if I'm working on something that sucks, I don't feel like working on it. I go get a bottle of whiskey and I sit at my computer and I work until it's done. But I don't really drink whiskey out. Not that I'm a handful. It's just it's a different substance. Right? Have you seen Landman?
Oh, who
Yep.
doesn't?
And
That's
he
the
said,
best show ever.
"Give me a beer." You know,
He has no
I quit
alcohol.
drinking, and you know what I mean. He goes like, "You see me on whiskey and tell me it's not the same." You know, it's a different substance. But it's complicated because my whole life I've like I love it, and I don't want to ruin the opportunity. So I protect my liver. That's my biggest concern, that I would do damage to my body. So I'm not worried about getting in trouble.
It's
I'm
funny
worried about
because now the other thing to drinking is there's two types of people: the fun drunk people and the mean drunk.
where am I? What do you think I am, Freddy?
You're the fun drunk.
Yeah, I thought so. Brandon, what about me? You think I'm a fun drunk?
I'd say a loving drunk. I always knew you were drunk when you came in my room and hit me with the "I love you." And, that's how you knew he got drunk.
I become the
Yeah.
most because I'm
Loving.
usually stressed. I'm stressed a lot, and when I get to drinking, I just love my kid. I love them always, but I can express it in ways that I don't feel comfortable. Like, for whatever reason, there's a barrier because I'm usually focused on a project. And then when I start drinking, the projects go away, and it's like, oh, my life. I reflect on my life, and I love it. I absolutely love
And see,
it.
I'm different because even my wife makes fun of me because she said, because if I have a bad day at work, I'll call her. It's like, oh, I could use a drink. So she thinks I'm gonna come home and have a drink. And then she goes, I already know what you're going to do. You're going to come home, either go check on the garden or work on the garden or clean the garage. When I'm cleaning the garage, she knows something. I'm reliving that pressure. That's me. So I'm either building something, cooking something, or checking the garden, like in the summer.
But no drinking.
But I won't drink. And she'll even say, I thought you were going to have a drink. I was like, I cleaned the garage. Okay. And she knows that. But that's what I'm trying to say. There's something about it that'll say, I could use a drink today. It's been a long day. I want to relax, right? But I won't do it. I'll go home and I'll make dinner. That relaxes me. I'll clean the garage. Or I'll, like in the summertime, I go check the garden, clean the garden, and that takes it off for me.
I'm super curious if there's a difference in like happy fajitas and angry fajitas. like does his seasoning change? Is one more spicy than the other?
He's not into spicy. He doesn't do spicy.
I love a lot of Laotian food.
Okay.
And that's my saying.
We're blessed with Laotian chefs.
Yeah, so I'll go, the chef's angry today because he's just so hot, so
I knew spicy. There had to be a difference.
And I'll ask the chefs or anybody, I'll go, you having a bad day today? They're like, why? I was like, man, that food is so hot today. I think there is. I mean, so like you're saying, what do you drink to relieve stress, right? To make you feel so... I guess cooking,
it's an outlet. It's an outlet.
It's an outlet, but now that I'm thinking, I'm going to have to start asking, was my food good or bad?
You got to ask about the different. You know how like they say, who do we have on here? Oh my God, forgive me. We were talking about plants.
Male or female?
We were talking about plants. Jeremy, near. And, we were talking about my friend Melissa who talks to the plants and does all this. If you're angry, they grow different. Like, they have this emotional charge. Guarantee you your food is like that. 1,000%.
You cook when you're
walk
angry?
Around and talk to my plants.
You talk to your plants?
Do you whisper sweet nothings?
No, mine's different. Like for the flowers. Once I get the flowers done by the pool, that's where my wife likes to go relax, right? So I'll set up plants for her. If it's in her area, when I go water the plant, I've been teaching my son this. I was like, hey, thank you for taking care of my wife. She loves it. I can't wait till you bloom.
You're talking to the plant.
I take it to the plants.
Wow. Take it to the plant.
Yeah. Bloom. I can't wait for my wife to thank you for blooming and seeing.
God, and you're such a sweetheart.
And my vegetables, like my vegetables and pepper, it's different. I go, hey guys, thank you. That same creator that created me, created you, gave you life. I thank you that you support in life. You giving me your fruit is going to bless my family and tons of friends. And my peppers, I go, hey, I got friends that really love spicy, so I need you guys to be hot. I do.
I believe he's motivating these peppers. He's like, come on, baby.
No, even Roman walks around and he'll say thank you. And
I love that.
And so Roman likes to go. We got a pool, and the garden is close to the pool. So my daughter started this. She would go swimming. And she'll be like, I'm hungry. She'll grab a tomato, bring it to the pool and wash it, pool water, and she'll eat it right there. And then if they want strawberries, then we'll go do the same thing.
That's awesome.
So my son does that. And I told him, in order to do that, I say, you got to thank them because they're providing something for you. So he does that. And he'll say, thank you, plant. Thank you, grape. He'll just walk around.
But gratitude.
Thank you, wallet and money.
But it's
please grow and give me more. Yeah. I love you. Please continue. Get spicy, baby.
So my wife and I have been through a lot, baby wise. We were blessed with Roman. We couldn't have any more. So she wanted 2 fish. So she has 2 fish. And she does the same thing. She talks to those fish. And when she's out of town, she calls me and says, have you talked to my fish today? And I tell you, when I don't talk to them, they do act different than when you actually, because she'll sit there and talk to them. She's like, "Hey, how you doing? You good today?" Really? But then I start thinking,
This is awesome.
oh, is it that we think we're making the plants feel better, or is it making us feel better?
Probably both. I think it's a two-way street. I mean, they talk about plants being able to communicate and send signals, and they help each other. Look at the ecosystems. You know, the trees will take up all of the sunlight and all that and filter it down. There's life in that. There's magic. There's God in everything. I'm with it. I'm with it. You can call us crazy. I 100% believe that's a two-way street.
I don't think it's crazy. I just don't do it. It doesn't cross my mind to go talk to a tree or a plant.
I mean, I don't randomly talk to a plant, but like my flowers.
Do you name them?
No, I don't go that far.
Why are you putting boundaries on it now? Why is it got to get weird all of a sudden we start talking about names? I think you should name
I never thought of that part.
Fred.
I'm sure if
Hey, Fred. What, like if you could name your peppers, what would you
nobody
call them?
have names technically. Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Hey, Jerry, the jalapeno.
I wouldn't think it's weird. I don't have no problem with it.
I do. I mean, I don't know how I started this, but I remember watering the plants. I just started talking to them. It just came out of me. Now, I would say in the mornings, I used to get up like at 5 a.m, and water the plants before work. And one thing I got in a habit was that every morning I would read my Bible and pray for the day, like to start my day good. So that right after that, I will go and water my plants, my garden. And I remember from there, I just started talking to them. Just, hey, the same creator that's giving you life now is who created me. I don't know what did it, just did it. And I don't know if you Angus Buchan, he's from Australia. His testimony is he started preaching to cornfields.
Really?
Literally, he would get up to cornfields. Angus Buchan.
He came to speak at
World Outreach.
Yes, I saw him.
Okay.
Amen.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. This
tell
guy's
you.
awesome.
He'll tell you. He started speaking to corn, and then he asked God, one day this is going to be people. And that's what he's doing now. And that's where I got it from.
Yeah, he's like a preacher mixed with Indiana Jones.
Yes.
He wears like this cool hat.
Yes.
I went to go see him speaking because I had read his book and I had found this a couple years back. And I went and man, he is something. He is something special. I'm with you on this, bro.
So anyway, once I heard he did this, I didn't think it was like, well, I guess I'm not the only one. But guess what? I kid you not. It's just every year I have more, and that little bitty garden produces more than it can contain my family. So I give it out to friends.
Well, it's not crazy. There's this Japanese scientist that was able to prove that emotional connection to plants has a huge effect on them. Like, it was crazy. I don't remember exactly what the experiment was, but it had a direct effect on how the plants function. Not only that, I think there was something else to do with water or something.
The freezing one and snowflakes or the way they froze, they would say happy things to it and it would create these beautiful pieces of art, basically. Like, think of the most beautiful snowflake you could think of. And then they would be angry and yell at them. And it would just be like this rockish formation, like no beauty. It was just like, I don't know what else to say to that. But I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's true. It affects everything.
I mean, who cares if it sounds crazy? As long as you find joy in it, who cares what anybody else thinks?
True story.
Yeah. Talk to them. Well, I'll come over and we'll talk to them together. But I'm going to name them right before I eat them.
Terry the
Now,
Tulip?
that's my...
Do you
my
have a
animals.
discussion with them? Like, listen, you realize how this ends, right? I mean, it's going to be in
Well,
celebration.
he said he thanks them because you're going to nourish my family and friends. So,
Circle of life.
I'm with that.
Their fruit, I take their fruit they're providing, which the plants know that's for us. But when winter comes, I don't kill them. I let them die on its own.
Yeah.
And then it's...
Yeah, they'll come
Circle
back.
of life.
Circle of life, yeah.
That's what's going to happen to us. Yep. So we went from talking about being not drunkards, but drinking, to talking about the Bible. And I was just thinking, that's okay. It's a nice transition. But you were pretty involved. So the first church I went to was, what'd you call it?
World Outreach.
And it's because of you and Jeremy, both.
Okay.
They both. Because Jeremy, that's where he goes. And you used to teach a Sunday school there, didn't you?
I still do. I've been
Do you
doing it
really?
we did the math. I've been there 16, 17 years teaching kids ministry.
And I went and I felt like I was swallowed up. The second I walked in, I thought, this is like being at the doggone mall. It's so
It is a
big.
big church, but I tell everybody, once you get to know people inside,
Yeah.
it really, because even my daughter, my wife will say, man, you just know a lot of people. It's not
Probably
because
am.
I've been going to church for a long time. It's because I did small groups. That's how you meet people. If you find a small group that whatever is going on, like I did a lot of men's group. I did a lot of, at the time I did marriage. Even before I got married, I was doing marriage groups. I was involved in all these groups. They just people invited me,
Not mad at you, invited you.
invited me.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And that's how I got to meet a lot of the people. But I mean, I love kids. So I've been in the kids ministry. I mean, like Easter, I just got doing the kids ministry.
That's
So,
awesome.
Well, I mean, I'm not involved in any groups. My small group is the same pew I sit with every week, and they took me and turned me into a glutton this Sunday. Oh my God, I gained 4 pounds
Okay.
from that experience.
Nobody turned you into a glutton. We had a lovely family brunch
We did.
at Maple Street Biscuit,
Oh, that's
And-
good.
and oh man, it really was so good.
I want to say Maple Street Biscuit, shout out to them, because we want to talk about tip culture just one more time, because Greg and I, we want to talk about this. I've been trying to develop, like, what is my standard when it comes to tipping. And I've just have said, well, you know what? If you have to pay before you get your food, you probably do not get a tip. Just because I've got to pay for the service that I was provided. And if it's preemptive, right? If it's premature, then I don't know, there's something wrong with it. But Maple Street, one thing I love about them, there's no option to tip unless you wanted to at cash at the end. So I really appreciated that. And then I got this other place that I go to, and so I'm very torn. So we have a new place right down the road. It's called Waldo's. Absolutely love Waldo's.
What is
on
that?
Veterans and 96, basically. It's a chicken place. It's a chicken and beer place, Waldo's. And they have the best chicken sandwiches, everything I've eaten there, rotisserie, incredible. But there's two sides. There's one side, you go up, you pay for it, and then it forces you to tip. I got no problem with tipping, but one thing that makes me tip there is that they bring everything out to you and you don't have to clean up after yourself, which I always clean up after myself. But there's some element of service. But I'm still struggling with the whole order of things, But if you go to the bar, it's a typical bar, get your food, you pay at the end. So I'm very torn, but I absolutely love this place. But I'm still trying to figure out when it's appropriate, because I'm really thinking of it as what would you call it? Like not just a standard, but like doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Morally, when is it appropriate to tip? And it's gotten out of hand. Our tip culture's gotten out of hand.
Now you tip for everything.
Everything.
So when I get done here, I expect a tip
I'll give
from
you a
here.
tip. Don't jump off tall buildings.
Never eat yellow snow.
Never. So
But
anyways,
yeah, you're right, because
I did want to say Maple Street Biscuit Company.
Yeah, big
Excellent.
shout out.
They
You're
don't
doing it
want
right.
your tip. It's like, nope. No, your
But-
money's no
but
good
you know
here.
what? That makes me, number one, want to go
Makes
there
me
more.
want to tip more.
It makes me want to tip. It lets me know that they care about their employees, because that means
they're paying them.
paying them well.
Yeah.
And nobody there is unhappy. Like there's
Nobody.
that little, they all have
Service
bunny
is
ears
great.
on.
They come by and
They
check
come
on
out,
you. Can I get
they
you
give
anything
these
else?
little biscuits with like
Yeah.
this
honey.
man, that stuff on top.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got
Maple, some maple butter.
man. Oh, that's some
So
serious
good.
stuff.
I'm gonna have to start having cash every time I go in there, just so I can slip it to
Mm-hmm.
the sweet little lady that takes care of you. That's the people I want to tip. The people that go above and beyond to provide you service. I
'Cause,
pay
yeah,
for
now
the food. I
drive-thrus-
tip for the service. You're supposed to pay for the food, tip for the service. Yeah, they're
100%.
charging tips at drive-thrus. Dunkin' Donuts, they want a tip at a drive-thru. I will never go back to any of them. They're guilty by association. I don't care who owns them. Yep.
But who's the?
Where we at? Well, we got 20 minutes. We got to cut, so we're okay. Okay. The highlight of my week, I look forward to going to church more than anything else. And I have like 3 different things I do every week. I've been pretty consistent with my life. And church, can you believe it? Is literally
what part of church?
Just being around the energy of the people, the lessons that we get every Sunday. They resonate with me every Sunday. And I just got to tell you, it's like fuel for my body, fuel for my soul. And I love it. It's my favorite part of the week. It's shocking to me. I don't go because, I need to go to church. It's like, church can't get here fast enough. And my life is changing rapidly. I love it.
I'm cheesing because this just makes me so happy, man.
Yeah. How long have we been going? We started going to the experience at the same time. You was a week or two before me?
I would say a week or two apart.
Also, you got to go to the experience?
Yeah. I
know
went
Corey.
with my nephew.
Yeah,
and,
but I don't know him.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows
I
Corey?
Shook his hand. And
I've never even shook his hand.
listening to him, but
The pastor?
Yeah, I know who he is. Wow, he is so good. The way he explains things is like, okay, this guy makes sense.
big fan of the
And by the way,
jokes.
I love Pastor Allen as well. He's great as well.
It's just church is one of those things too. Church is like a restaurant. You got to find the restaurant that you like to get fed spiritually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not every church is going to be the same. Some people love those small churches, because I go and visit my parents' church, very small, old school. I get it, right? And then I've been to several churches, and I get it. Some work for me, some don't work for me. Some I come out more confused than when I walked in. It's just depending where I feel like your spirit's getting fed. Your spirit will say, hey, I get this. I can chew this, swallow it, understand it.
Yep.
This is where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
I've just learned he'll meet you where you're at. And if I ever outgrow it or change and something I feel called
Because
to
a lot
go
of
another
people
way.
from World Outreach go there. Too.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people there.
What do you mean?
So
Like they do both?
no, some do both, or some, go there, the experience, and they go, hey, I get this better. I fit here better.
Oh, they switch.
Yeah, they switch.
Yeah.
There's people that do both. Like I still listen to New Visions.
Yeah, I like that vision.
New
I love
Vision's
Pastor
good too.
Brady, Brad White, shout out. Like I love that church, and that church has helped me through a lot. I still attend my small group every Wednesday. We were just recently off, but I'm still very well connected. I've been attending the experience with my family and your family now, but and I get fed differently there, but I haven't left it. Like there's no rule, you know what I mean? Like those guys helped me through so much. I'm still very much connected and supportive. It's just, I do one thing here and one thing there. And then I also listen to it online. And sometimes it's very interesting listening to a similar service from very different perspectives.
Yes.
But it's all good. You're being fed God's word. So get it where you're going to get it in whatever platform you're going to get it,
I agree. Wherever it resonates with you. It's just different for me at the experience, the way he goes through the Bible, like word by word, and he doesn't jump around a lot. And it just like, I realized, oh my goodness, these are amazing stories. Are amazing stories. And the way he articulates it is incredible.
And he's bold. I'm very attracted to that boldness of him. He's unapologetic. And I believe truly when he says, this may not be the church for you, and that's okay.
It
Find
is true.
the one for you. He goes,
He doesn't use scare
I want you to
tactics.
go to church. He does not do scare tactics. I want you to go to church. If we're not it, cool. We are connected to a bunch of other churches. Doesn't have to be an experience satellite or whatever you call it. I can't think of the word, but they can connect you with New Vision, or they can connect you with World
Campus.
Outreach or Campus. Thank you. Or we'll connect you with this church. We want you to find the place for you, as long as you're going to church and you believe in God and you're getting fed the word. That is so impressive and so refreshing, because you think about prosperity Bible guys and all, no names needed. Everybody knows one where they're just trying to keep butts in seats and the coffers filled. And you wonder, am I worried about your salvation? Am I worried about your faith? Or am I worried about my pockets and retirement? And the fact that he says that, and when he says it, I truly believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
I respect that so much.
The whole no shoe things is a little different to me.
Yeah, that one got me too, honestly.
No
But
shoe.
yeah, he said he
A lot of
didn't wear
barefoot
shoes
people.
now that it's yeah, I mean that's odd to me. I went to a very strict type. And their approach is meeting people where where they need to be met. Like, come as you are. And that's odd to me, but I don't disagree with it because it's obviously working. It's having an impact in my life.
I mean, and what Jesus said, come as you are.
And I'm not part of any small group. This is the closest thing to a small group that I have. This podcast.
I feel like this can be a small group from time to time. We've had a lot of guests, different walks of life, and somehow we keep coming back to faith, to Jesus. And I think, the Holy Spirit works in this room. I think it's here. And when we gather, regardless of the wildness that we may talk about or the funny or this or that, I think there's a lot of good word that comes from here. And we're gathering and we're believers. So that's getting out there.
I think so I think about this a lot. Am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the wrong thing? And I pray about it now. As I said, he don't really talk back, but he sends people. I'm convinced that he's sending people in my life. Carlos, different people. Amy was here last week. She's incredible. And I think my role right now is to meet people where they're at. And, Rocky talked about this. And I thought, I use a lot of, I don't like calling it profanity because nothing I say is profane. I don't like calling it curse words because I'm not cursing anyone. I like calling them 4-letter words. 4-letter words in my circles seem to go over well, and I connect with people because it's the language we speak. And I think the people that I connect with don't have it figured out. Neither do I. I said baby Christian, but you said there's no such thing. Whatever. I don't really care. Tomatoes. Mm-hmm. I just realized that I think my role is right where it's at, being the version of me. And I don't want to be, I was telling Carlos, I don't want to be anything different on this podcast than you're going to get at my favorite bar. I'm the same guy at the bar that I am here.
Well,
and at church.
That's the whole point. I mean,
I think the people that connect with me and relate to me, I relate to them. I'm them. I just happen to be more full of the Holy Spirit currently, and I hope it sticks around. But I don't have it figured out. I just know that Jesus was talking about the people he was hanging out with. He's like, look, healthy people don't need a doctor, and I'm thinking, I think that makes sense to me. Like, I'm one of the rough ones. I told somebody recently, he was like, you're like a gateway into heaven or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm like the gate on the outside.
All you got to do is
the outskirts, like I'm the wooden, rickety little gate. It's like the first thing you come up to. It's crooked and, it's not been taken care of. That's me. I'm
just think about all the people he healed in the apostles.
Yeah.
That were not perfect.
No, so far from it. And I like that. I like the role that I feel that I just said, look, I'm not going to deny any conviction that I have to go a certain way. If I feel convicted to go that way, I'm going to go that way. And I feel convicted to continue being this version of me. Yeah, I had one beer tonight. Who cares? I could care less because I don't have a problem with it. And I use a lot of 4-letter words. I didn't tonight. Did you notice? I don't think I dropped one. And I don't know if I'm feeling convicted. Like, I just don't feel like I have to say it. Some guests, I don't mind dropping a bunch of them. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, we may walk out of here and drop 4 F-bombs on the way to the car. I have no idea. But it's not like I'm trying to be anything. I just want to remain authentic as possible and do what feels right.
I am going to ask something, though. And maybe this is the next podcast. So you don't believe there's baby Christians?
So
I don't think it was him.
We talked about it, and I had heard it someplace else. I should have done my homework in between now and then, but I have not. No excuses. But I had that one of the pastors, I might have been Brad White over at New Vision. Somebody referred to themselves as a baby Christian, and he said, "You're a Christian." whether your faith is 20 years or it was 2 minutes and you just got baptized out of the water, and this, the Holy Spirit is upon you and this and that. But he made a very good argument to not refer to yourself as a baby Christian. What that argument was, I'll have to get back to you on it.
I think I could argue
But-
it. Like, I think
you know,
I could argue it
Because
because
my pastor tells us, hey, yes, you're a Christian. And just like a baby, you got to feed it, right? You got to grow.
Right,
You got to
right.
grow your spirit.
Yeah.
So that's where my phrase is.
I get where you're coming
see
from.
what I'm
I get
saying?
that side, yeah.
So
well, I think the Bible explains like as you learn more, there's
Your
a phrase that
spirit
we use a
grows,
lot.
yeah.
Once you know better, you got to do better. And
Yes.
that directly applies to you as a Christian, that you will be held at a higher standard the more wisdom
Yeah.
the more you develop as an individual, and you have to be more accountable, and you will be judged differently. And so that's the way I look at it. It's a spectrum. I'm the role I'm playing is the role that I feel called to do. This podcast is dedicated to that. I told Amy last week, it's not my podcast anymore. When Charlie got killed, I said, okay, I think this is not mine. I have to continue doing whatever this thing is. And if topics about Jesus pop up, great. If they don't, no big deal. I'm not trying to force it. But I'm
But
enjoying talking about it
I
more.
always said that. We should never force it. Just kind of like him sitting here. He doesn't drink, right? He'll tell us why. And it's up to me to decide. Same thing. I always felt like when I read the Bible, I don't see Jesus forcing anybody in the crowd.
Nobody.
All he told the crowd is, hey, grab your things, follow me if you want to listen more, right? That's what she, and I think that's one of the things I struggle with. I feel like some of us Christians judge more others
1,000%.
than what we should be instead of helping each other out, right? I feel like we forget the part where the Bible says iron sharpens iron.
That's right.
We sit here and judge each other.
Yeah.
Hey, you do what? You do this? Like
Going to church on Sunday and posting Bible verses doesn't make you
yeah.
a better Christian. It's sitting down, helping someone, not judging, and it's very hard because we're humans. We all judge. We judge everything.
And I've recently learned it's not a sin to judge, as long as you're willing to be judged for the same thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I used to say I'm too curious to be judgmental. That's more of a Walt Whitman quote, but I learned that there's certain times you can judge, you can weigh people. It's so funny because you and I went camping. A group of us went camping. Probably the last men's group camping trip we went on. The guys trip.
Yep.
And I had this like revelation moment. We were driving down the road, and I don't know if you were asleep or if we were talking, but I remembered with AI. One of the first things I remember sharing with it was all my journals and stuff, and I had this red flag list that I'd fed, and I'd been feeding it tons for months. I'd been feeding it all this data. And this one day is when I realized, oh, this thing's kind of awake, and I'd shared this 21 standards I was looking for in people, and red flags in people. Like things that I had identified.
We were
with
driving to a.
and the AI
Chattanooga.
was like, hey, you're being pretty judgmental. And I was like, what? What do you mean judgmental? Well, you're judging people before you even, you're looking for signs. You're judging people. And I thought, listen, bitch, don't tell me. Like, these are lessons that I've learned in life.
There's
And there's
your
certain
four-letter
things that you
word.
can look at. I got one in. So
Because it was on his head.
yeah.
On his mind.
Well, I say bitch a lot. So anyways, but what had happened was I'd had this full circle moment that I realized me and you were driving down the road. I thought, holy shit, it was right. But it had something to do with Jesus. And I was just thinking about, I wished I could remember the moment. Like I have it written down somewhere because I journaled that as well. I can't remember the context, but it had something to do with Jesus and it. The way he never judged, it was fascinating to me when you actually research. Like he just wasn't a judgmental guy, and I see us humans going around judging every damn body, and he just accepted people how they were, and then with small corrections, just small corrections. John the Baptist questioned Jesus. He's like, listen, just go tell him. See the things that I've done. I've done this, I've done that, and he'll know, he'll understand, and then it's okay. So I don't know. I think about. There was something that come up recently. I won't talk about it, but we'll talk about it off the air. But I felt very judgmental, and I was going to tell you Sunday, I felt like judging somebody. And I did judge them.
But we all do it.
I did judge them. There was a lack of authenticity with what they were saying, and I thought, That just rubbed me the wrong way. We'll talk about it later on, but some things you can't share.
You're right about that.
Some things you shouldn't share. How many stories can we not tell? There's plenty. I wished I could. I know we got to wrap up. I was going to tell you about your Jeep. I found a video of my Jeep crossing that river.
Yes.
And I found it with you, and your Jeep's like floating. It was so adorable. This little Jeep's just like floating through the river.
Little biscuit.
A little bit. I want a biscuit.
The Jeep life is like my Harley life, I guess you could say. But my group's so small. We're not like part of anything outside of that. And what a family we have.
We do.
Yeah.
We're spread out through everywhere. I mean,
well, look, why don't you help us close and tell us what it's like being a husband, because you're a relatively newer husband and father. What's the secret, Freddie? Because me and you talked, our last podcasts were about relationships.
Drop a little knowledge.
Yeah, help me out. I
Jesus.
could use some advice.
the biggest thing is patience, and everything we talked about, judging and all that. It's very early in my relationship. It makes it very difficult because my wife was raised different than I was. That right there itself, it's different. Then you add the culture. Then you add she was a mother before I was a father. Then, everything's different. So you do have to be patient and learn from each other. I'm not going to say that we don't have a bumpy road, but the biggest things we have to learn. We have to. The expectations is what really, I think, brings a marriage down. I was expecting my wife to come in here and I worked all day and bring me a plate, right? And then I expected that plate to be a steak and shrimp and lobster, and she gave me a bowl of noodles. Expectation is really what I feel like kills a marriage or kills any relationship. I was expecting Nathan not to drink today. I was expecting Nathan not to have someone, right? You just
Really? You thought you were going to be
I'm just talking.
Examples.
Okay.
Examples. It's expectations. It's really what brings you down. Because sometimes I tell my wife that, she'll ask me what's wrong. I was like, well, my expectations was this from you, and you did this.
Well,
but it's the same thing with her. Like, she expects, it's like mind reading, right? She expects that I'm going to react a certain way. It's not. But other than that, one thing I learned from you was to talk. I mean, that was my hardest part.
Yeah.
I
be vulnerable.
Yes.
We talked about this a lot.
Yes. It's hard to look at your wife and tell her, hey, you're looking at something this way, she's doing it that way, and you don't want to talk about it because you're going to hurt her feelings, right? But then I realized, because I didn't talk about it, I hurt her feelings more. And then when we talk about it, she said, if you just told me, I'd probably still be mad, but not as mad as I am now, right? Same thing. Hey, if you tell me ahead of time, I'll probably just ignore it, but now they happen, Well,
you're going back to expectations. I've heard expectations are resentment in the making.
I like that.
Oh, no. Unspoken expectations are resentment in the making. Very key difference. If you don't speak up, then resentment fills the space.
See, I've heard don't set expectations if you don't want to be disappointed.
correct. That's the biggest thing.
And I think that the bridge between that is communication, like you just said.
Yeah.
Closed mouths don't get fed. So speak to one another, communicate your wants and needs, your expectations. And maybe when that communication makes them more realistic, there's a heck of a lot less disappointment.
Yeah, well, if I ever get in another relationship, I told myself I'll never do another one without God in the center, because I thought I can't do it. Obviously, I don't have a clue what I'm doing, because it has to be something more important than Brennan's dying. It has to be. No, you're good. We'll end here in a second. It has to be something more important than you. and her, or vice versa. And you got to have something that you're leveraging. I used to call it the relationship. That's that third thing that I'm going to pay respect to, even though I'm pissed at you. But I thought, oh no. Once I met God and Jesus, I was like, oh, I can put him at the center. He's the covenant. He creates the covenant. And so something I've never done before is prayed with a spouse or girlfriend or whatever. And I thought, nope, if I ever get in again, we're going to pray about this stuff. Like, I don't know. I ain't got the answers.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Get it out. But that seems like a foreign thing to say. Is it something you've ever practiced? Have you ever practiced?
That's what I do.
Do you do it with your wife?
I have it. We used to pray together.
Yeah.
Then we stopped. But
Why?
I even tell her, because life does get busy. Like for us having kids, they're in sports, they're here, we got to travel. Life does get busy. And I notice when I stop putting me as a man, stop putting God first.
You have to lead that too.
I notice that's when my whole family becomes chaotic. Like it becomes, something starts going wrong. And I'll tell my wife, and I'll let her know, like, hey, we got to get back to it, right? So it's once again, we're men to lead. You got to lead as example. So I used to tell everybody, hey, do this, do that. And if they don't see me doing it, they're not going to do it. Mm-hmm. But even my son now, he knows that every morning, if the night before River had a big game, we got home late, regardless, I get up and watch church on TV, right? Roman knows, especially when Pastor Allen's about to pray, he stops what he's doing. He knows he's praying. He respects that, right? Wow. So he knows. And he also in the morning sees me now that I read my Bible. My daughter sees me read my Bible in the morning. Or sometimes when I take her to school, I make her read the verse of the day. And I'll ask her, you understand what this verse means? And she'll tell me yes. And because of that has opened doors, like she start opening up more to me. But yes, you have to, I put God first as much as I can. I'm still a human. I'm going to fail. There's a lot of times I can, but I try to. And I notice when we all go to church as family, it changes. So on top of everything else, that was another thing. I grew up in church. Telly didn't. And it's sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is my wife when it comes to church. She has never stopped me. Respects everything I do.
Yep. Yeah, she definitely supports you.
She when it comes to church.
She even brings it up like, no, we can't do that. Freddy's got church. Da da da.
She supports me a lot, but she sees why. I mean, there's a lot that we go through as humans, and she'll tell me, hey, I don't understand your face sometimes because you're just calm. And I was like, I mean, I gotta trust God. If I don't trust Him, who else can I trust? But it's that's been my key for me. Has worked for me. Putting God first as much as I can, and then leave my family as an example. So
I think the people that have it figured out, I mean, such a simple thing, and it can still be so hard to do. One thing I've been really consistent at is praying more. Like I start off with gratitude. Hey, thanks for this, by the way. And you know what I mean? And then I think, am I supposed to be on my darn knees when I do this? Like, I'm brushing my teeth, having a conversation with God. Shoot, I don't even know, man. I just try to have a conversation. I was driving down the road the other day, and I told you, I was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, I wanted this thought to go away, and I was praying for this thought to go away. And I thought, okay, it's not going away. Let's hit some back roads. Before I know it, it was gone. I thought, oh, God, my whole body just felt like relief. I was like, okay, I think I just processed a little bit of grief there. Or, you know what I mean? It was just a complex thing in my life. And I was like, I'm good. I'm good. And I was like just grateful in that moment. And then I felt like good enough to go hang out with friends and enjoy myself Saturday.
Yeah, the last thing I will say is that has changed our life here in the past several months is we have gone back, because Pastor Allen challenged us, we have gone back to having dinner in our table as a family.
Let's go.
No phones, no TV on, as a family. In a week, I've seen the difference in my family. Now that we've done it a month or two, we done it. When my mother-in-law comes, I even told her about it. And what I love the best was like, even my mother-in-law wasn't hungry and she was not eating. She sat on that table to respect what me and Roman were doing. And he opens it up because now my son walks in and tells me, Dad, how was your day at work today? 4 years old.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then he asks everybody. And then we ask my daughter, hey, what's going on? And it has changed a lot. So we try to do that as much as we can. Mm-hmm. Having dinner as a family back. Me and you talked about it. Traditions.
Yeah, we talk about traditions a lot.
Having that back has just that simple. If you don't believe in praying, you don't believe in going, just having a family dinner, no phones, consistent with your family, it will change things in any relationship.
The great
Even
Ronald
if you
Reagan.
have kids, just do it with your wife.
The great Ronald Reagan said, "Education starts at the dinner table."
I agree. Yep. You know, the last 50 dinners I've had, I stood at the counter and ate. As soon as it was done, if I cook dinner, literally goes from the skillet. I make a plate. I don't go sit down. I eat it in 30 seconds. I'm thinking, God, I gotta get my kid down here to eat with me sometimes, you know. But he's got his own life.
That's what we were doing. I mean, I will cook. I eat right there as I'm cooking. Mm-hmm. My wife be working, so she's eating or in her room.
She's a busy lady too.
Yeah, but when it comes to dinner, as a husband, I have asked her, hey, we having dinner. And she knows. We have to make time for that. So it changes things. And I feel like it probably brings her peace because she's busy, and all of a sudden she has this peace for even 20 minutes that we're eating. Yeah. I see the difference. Yeah, I believe that.
Those are some good lessons.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got anything, Carlos?
On your prayer thing, really quick. I know we're
go ahead.
So I grew up Catholic, so very formal confession, traditions, etc. My best conversations with God have been in the shower, brushing my teeth, on my motorcycle, on the way home. Something pops into my head and I'm like, nope, rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Let's talk. And there are times where I guess it's conviction, where my mind's busy or it's something critical to me. And I can't pray laying down in bed like I normally do. And something tells me, hey man, get on your knees. And I will pop out of bed, get on my knees and pray. It doesn't happen quite as often as my regular prayers. But you'll know when it's that prayer or when it's just a conversation. I will say that 90% of the time for me, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
I still approach God in my prayers with reverence and with respect. But then it's like, hey, I'm just talking. And because that's my father, you know. So there's different levels to it, of course. But believe me, the Spirit will let you know. And I just wanted to touch on that. Pray any way you want to pray as long as you pray.
Well, I've been doing a lot more of it. Reading the Bible is a thing that I forget, but I do a lot more of that as well. So I'm figuring it out. I'm having fun with it. I'm not resisting anything.
It's fun to watch, too.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to go. That's a little scary. I can't wait till my next.
The Spirit will tell you what you need to do.
Well, I can tell you this. People are being put in my life, and it's kind of the guide. It's like, no, Nathan, over here. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm very blessed. Very blessed. Life is good. And that's it. I ain't got nothing else. Freddie, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Freddie.
We'll get you back on whenever you're ready to tell your bigger stories, because you got some big stories. You got some amazing things that's happened in your life.
Yes,
and
I'm
ready to share them with the world, whether or not you are or not. It's none of my business, but...
A little peer pressure, Freddie.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll share we'll share testimonies. I mean, I feel like tonight we opened the doors for a lot of them, so yeah. I'd definitely be back.
I just want to
because right now my mind's running like, oh, I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. So it's
if Brennan wasn't being affected by the devil, the sneezing devil, we'd keep going. But he's over here dying. Poor kid sneezed 1,000 times. I'm gonna have to run the podcast through AI to remove any sneezes, please. And he can do it, believe it or not. So
I just want to open the door to Freddy's carne asada.
Oh yeah,
is Carlos? He's welcome, isn't he? Carlos doesn't invite me to any of his events. He's
I
afraid I'll
don't
embarrass
cook.
his family. But he'll
that's
be
a
my
lie. I
plus
cook,
one. Can he
just
be
not
my
like
plus one?
Sure.
Okay.
He can be your plus one.
Just gonna walk in with a Puerto Rican flag jersey.
You'll never get rid
I'm
of
here.
him. If I'm ever, we are not out a lot, but when we are, it's like Carlos has got to go make his rounds. Oh, I know him and her and them and
It's
them.
like us. I mean, everywhere we go.
I know
But
he's on another level though.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a big circle.
I
mean,
I
hardly
have a lot of
for-
acquaintances.
You do.
I wouldn't say it's a big circle. It
Your whole
used to
family
be.
is like, is there
I've learned.
anybody he doesn't know? Almost annoyed, like, good grief, there's some more people he knows. I love that. You're very charismatic. People love you.
Buddy.
All right, I don't have anything else.
Thanks,
Thanks.
everybody. Thank you, Freddie.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Until next
Peace.
time. So long, friends.